It's the Man Cave Club.
Triple Aught Design.
Triple Aught, yes.
Triple Aught. So these guys were kind enough to reach out to us and send us a couple of nice pieces here. You're wearing the Outrider jacket.
The Outrider jacket, yeah, and the Bedford cord. Pretty reminiscent of corduroy. Definitely on the inside. The inside looks like corduroy to me.
Right. Well, that's interesting because so your jacket, this is a U.S. based company. You know, I was scanning their website, and a lot of their garments are sort of like tactical outdoor wear.
Yeah.
Say.
Yeah, I'd say it has like a tactical like bend to it. It's got a lean in that direction,
right?
But without being super like tactic cool.
I noticed that most of their stuff is made in the U.S., but this particular jacket is actually made in the U.K.
Made in the UK.
And I'm not really sure where the connection is, but for instance, this fabric is very unique and special to the UK because the fabric is actually manufactured in the UK.
This specific from this jacket is it's milled in the UK. So maybe that's why. I mean, just purely
They found a sewer in the UK and cranked them out right from the UK. Yeah,
it's better to get a pallet of jackets than a giant pallet of fabric. It's cheaper for the shipping. Maybe I don't know.
Right. Styled after a Type 2. You have the pleated, the knife pleats in the front.
The knife pleats, yes.
But it's kind of a mishmash of different styles, though. I mean, you have it is a Type 2, but you have the double chest pockets, hand warmer pockets.
It's kind of my ideal Type 2, because going back to our like trucker jacket episode,
right?
I never had a Type 2, and that was one of the ones I was looking to get.
Oh,
and
that's
so
right.
This kind of just it manifested itself,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But I mean, if I were to amalgamation, I'm like, I like the use of the pockets, so double pockets, and of course give me hand warmers. Everyone knows that about me,
right?
So this is kind of like my ideal Type 2. It's not too true to a Type 2 design, but really just the aesthetics of those knife pleats in the front, which it makes it really comfortable to sit in,
right?
And it's got that big hunter's pocket in the back. You can't see right now, but we'll get some B-roll of that.
I noticed it has the gusseted shoulders too.
Yep, which makes it just like
comfortable.
The reach is good. Yeah, I don't feel one of my like biggest pet peeves with the jacket is I sit down and like I feel like I have no neck because it bunches up, because there's just not enough movement and flexibility.
Right, the jacket pushes up.
Yeah. Like you reach and you all of a sudden you look like Uncle Fester with no neck, Right. I like it, and some of that with this jacket is just this fabric, the way it drapes. It's like it's already broken in. It's like it's so soft.
It's a beautiful jacket. That's the first thing I noticed when I pulled it out of the box, how soft the fabric is. Now let's talk about the fabric a little bit. It's a heritage workwear fabric, which is woven by the famed Brisbane Moss Mill in Lancashire, UK. It's finished with a durable water repellent.
Yeah.
Take a ride out to the coast.
Yeah, see
how water repellent it
got
is.
some water repellency to it. Yeah, it's really nice, man. It's very soft. It's not lined. It's just a single layer. It's just the fabric. It's got nice deep buttons. Makes it really easy to button these. You're not fighting sometimes on like really heavy duty jackets like the first few times. I'm like, man, it's like I'm breaking a sweat just trying to get the thing buttoned and unbuttoned, but it's not like that, I think a cool detail would have been maybe to reverse use the kind of the darker for the collar.
Yeah,
I think that would have been cool. I think if I were to just nitpick a little bit, and then and the hunter's pocket, kind of that like that little cargo map pocket on the back, it does have a snap on either side, and I've noticed driving in my truck with this, that leaning back, I can kind of feel that snap digging in. So maybe a full length zipper, be a little softer. I think you wouldn't feel it quite as pronounced.
Yeah, what do you think of these cuffs? They're not standard denim jacket cuffs.
Yeah, I think the cuff is
it's
nice.
more like almost like a hunting jacket or chore jacket cuff.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, it's nice. I like that it doesn't. It's not like a separate like layer either.
Yeah.
And it's got the dual snaps, so you can get it real tight if you wanted to.
Yeah, and it's interesting because the jacket was made in the UK. It is sort of an amalgamation of like an American denim jacket and a British hunting jacket.
Yep.
Almost like maybe a bell staff or
Totally.
like a typical waxed hunting jacket from Great Britain. So I think
Yeah, the only thing it's missing is some like brown leather elbow patches.
There you go.
And,
yeah.
but it is a generous cuff. I mean, it doesn't catch on my watch.
Okay, so
even,
you like
even on the tighter button, it's still. I mean, maybe that's just 'cause I got skinny wrists and skinny arms, but
Yeah.
But I oftentimes have my left sleeve totally unbuttoned, my left cuff unbuttoned,
Yeah.
so it doesn't catch on my watch because that just annoys me. So I just usually go about my day with one buttoned and one unbuttoned.
Right.
And deal with that jingle, but this is nice that it's not catching on the watch. Yeah, super nice. The Outrider from Triple Aught, and what they're based is it San Francisco? They're based out of
22nd Street, San Francisco. South of Market.
Soma.
Right? Yeah, San Francisco based. And I'm wearing, they call this the Anvil Shirt.
Very cool shirt.
It's sort of a gray cotton denim. You know, it's cool because you could wear it with black jeans or wear it with blue jeans. Or,
Yep. I'm a sucker for contrast stitching. I love the white stitching.
Yeah.
It really makes it pop.
Yeah, this is a small on me,
Okay.
right? And I'm a 38 chest. That jacket's a medium, right?
Medium. Yeah. Yeah, and it fits me
You're
good.
about a
It's-
40
Yeah,
40 inch
a
chest.
large would have been too big for sure.
Yeah.
It's a little shorter in length in the body than my preference, but
Yeah.
it's a more vintage inspired fit.
Well, you're sort
but
of,
it's not too small.
You're
though.
sort of tall. I mean, what are you,
Yeah.
like 6 feet?
I'm 5'11", 6 foot with
Just
boots
shy
on.
of 6 feet.
6 foot
yeah.
with boots on. Yeah.
Well, you sort of have a long, you just kind of have
Yeah.
a long, lanky
Totally.
torso. Yeah.
Yeah, so I tend to like a longer body, but
Right.
it's totally adequate. This is a good size. Medium is for sure my size in this.
Yeah.
I like the contrast stitch because it highlights the uniqueness of the pattern, like the sleeves. You have
The shoulder,
like a shoulder, what
patch.
you call that, and then the elbow patch.
elbow pad. It's not a reinforced elbow. It's just,
Yeah,
it's interesting that it's not double,
a true reinforcement.
reinforced elbow, but it's still a pretty cool shirt. I mean, the button seam, button design is really interesting because the buttons are sewed into this, what would you
Oh,
call
yeah.
that? Like a ripcord stop?
Yeah, totally. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I've seen that
Yeah.
actually. So those buttons are like little buckles almost, like a belt buckle. It's got a full
Yeah.
pass through.
Well, it's very like we were saying, tactical, military-esque styled.
It almost looks like a paracord without the interior stretch. You know, it's like
Right.
looks like a flattened piece of paracord.
Yeah, and they sent me an extra button, which I don't know how you
Yeah, I
would
guess
even
that
lose
would-
one of these
yeah,
buttons.
yeah,
How
yeah,
would it ever
totally,
come
yeah.
off? Unless the button broke,
maybe one of the cuff buttons, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
Pencil pocket there. That's cool. Kind of a la Tellison. That's one of their signature moves there. Yeah, it's a cool shirt, Paul. I like the color's good. You know, I'm a millennial, so millennial gray as they call it. We're
Oh, yeah?
super into just neutrals and gray, and yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, that's a thing. Yeah, millennial. You didn't know that, man. Millennial gray. I'm here to educate you on all the stuff, Paul. That's what all the gray washed flooring and gray cabinets. You know, and they call it millennial gray. It's not. It's not a good thing. That's not a flattering term. It's not supposed to be, at least.
Oh, it's a derogatory term.
It's a derogatory term. Yeah.
Maybe because they never, I don't know. like understanding color theory.
Yeah, it's just
and
neutrals.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
You're talking about like interior design.
Interior design.
Oh,
yeah.
and does it cross over to clothing too?
I think so. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a lot of neutrals and stuff.
I'm sure there's probably some psychology or sociology behind that, right? Like why?
Yeah. We're getting off topic. We'll just chat. We can edit this out. But they say it's because we all grew up with like those super 80s and 90s like knickknacks everywhere and like wood and like just like maximalist design, and so all us millennials just went hard like minimalism. Opposite. Like just gray and like
well there's something to that, just minimal. I like minimalism.
Absolutely, man. Yeah,
not to the point where you're sucking any aesthetic or any design element out of it. That you can go extreme with minimalism. Like totally. Bauhaus.
Yeah, there's a famous photo of Steve Jobs just like sitting like in the middle of an empty room, and it was like his apartment.
Oh,
that
wow.
was like You could definitely take it too far, I think. But all that to say, very nice color, very versatile.
Yeah,
go with anything.
Beautiful stuff. I mean, they have sort of, if you go on their website, they have sort of, I would classify it as almost like two categories. It's like outdoor wear, outdoor gear, clothing, like kind of like ponchos and hoodies and shorts, but then they sort of have this more urban line where they have these like denim shirts and type 2 jackets.
Yeah, and they have backpacks too. They have a really cool like waxed backpack that we almost took a look at, but I'm pretty stocked up on those. But yeah, it's a really versatile brand. Right. It's like cool, somewhat futuristic, but like got some like dystopian like retro future stuff going on.
That's an interesting take.
That's kind of like what, just looking at their website, like their design on their website too, it really kind of invokes like kind of that world, which I know a lot of people,
I can see that now.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Now that you mention it, I didn't really put that together, but it's Orwellian.
Yeah, it's like 1984 meets like World War II. Like I feel like it really kind of comes through like in their design, and even in the ad copy a little bit for me. But yeah, it's always kind of a reflection of the people in charge, Yeah. But I think it brings like a new take to the space, because no other brand have I looked at their site and their items and like have I felt that,
Right.
It's usually always like really hard lean into like vintage, like just purely vintage aesthetic. But I think these guys, Triple Aught, bring kind of a good mix of like kind of forward thinking to the design. So I appreciate it because it's different. And who wants to see the same stuff over and over?
Right. Nobody.
Nobody. We like seeing different stuff. So
cool company, Triple Aught Design. Check them out, guys. Really cool company. I'm glad they reached out to us, and they're local.
Yeah.
They're like 40 minutes away from us.
San Francisco.
Yeah. Right
awesome
on.
Stuff. Well, thanks again for having us on, and thanks to Triple Aught for these sweet pieces. We will wear them with purpose. I'm excited.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us again in Man Cave Club, guys. Jimmy and Paul
talking about it all.
Thank you for joining us in the Man Cave Club. Don't forget to like and subscribe.